Oh, hello there, Site 42 staff, as well as those of you from the greater SCP Foundation. This is Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director of Site 42, Anomaly broadcasting from our Audiophonics Lab. Welcome to another Dr. Sherman Office Hours, a subsidiary of the Anomalous broadcast from Site 42. As always, I am here for a couple hours of the day to hang out with you. My door is open. Your questions about the SCP Foundation universe, the characters within, the people who contain the anomalies themselves, the groups of interest who aren't our rivals. I am here to educate you to the best of my ability. I have a terminal to look up what I need to see in the meantime. Junior Researcher Sally, Junior Researcher Alex, good to see you in the chat, and thank you for being members, as well as you, Amber and Edward, and Vox the TV Demon, and Auki the non-television demon. Good to see you all, and thank you for being members. Meanwhile, The Forest Eyes, Midnight Sky, and Gaming with Max, thank you for being in the chat, just for being you. We are in a standard issue SCP office hours, although, thank you for enjoying the shirt I'm wearing, but I'm seeing people complaining about the internet freezing, so I'm hoping that this internet issue stabilizes so we can continue. I am certainly wondering if this is going to have a technical issue. Hopefully not. In the meantime, thank you all for telling me that my shirt and or me looks good today. I'm not sure what the difference is, but I'm glad we're in a good vibe. Madness, thank you for punctuating that by saying nice shirt again. I guess people really like this shirt. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll roll with it. Desk, good to see you in the chat, ready and armed for action, and we are not super late for no reason at all, getting distracted by discussing the greater facets of the SCP universe. All right, chat is up and running. Coffee is acquired. So now the only question is, what's on the docket for today? And I got to wait for you guys to tell me what's on the docket for today. But in the meantime, I'll warm you up with a couple fan arts from the server that I saw that looked pretty cool. Let me just really quickly. Let me ask permission for this one. All right, so the one I do know it is fine to check out is our friend Blue Cinnyris. Both made this addition to their Clown Milk Jesus the other day. So this is now 100% clown milk for your consuming pleasure. Please do not drink the clown milk because it will kill you. The amount of people on Twitter right now who I told, do not fraternize with SCP-049 because it will literally kill you. And they all said, but is that a problem? It's a problem because you die. I would assume that dying is not on the menu of things that you want to happen. But shiminy sakes. Dihydrogen monoxide, thank you for your membership method. Membership message. Hello, just completed a work project that I've had going on for 5 months with the help of a period of unusually intense focus. That's anomalous AF. I'm usually never able to focus to save my life. Well, one way that tends to help out is when we have a deadline approaching, that's when we really focus in. That's when the work truly gets done. It is a neurodivergent way of life. On top of which, nope, completely forgot the second part. See, that's that neurodivergence again. Smallish Games, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being a member. Oop, did not want to press that button. Now my entire terminal needs to reset. Great. Dr. Sherman, joke of the day. Why did the coffee file a police report? It got mugged. Yes. Indubitably. I spawned Sherman. Holy crap, I just uploaded a video. The thumbnail has SCP-729-J drawn on my hand, and as soon as I set it to post, boom, you started stream. You put that thing on your hand? How are you okay? Ah, yes, thank you for reminding me. I need to do that as a piece of stream maintenance. Frogman, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for the reminder. Our thumbnail of the day is also by Blue Cinnyris, and I need to mark that in the description in thanks for such a thing. Because not only did Blue Cinnyris, let me just double check something here. Nope, okay, so I'll just copy that. Copy the copy. There we are. Save that. And if I didn't show this yesterday, I'll show it now. We also have another piece of art by Cinnyris. If you haven't seen it, this is regarding the internship I performed in the Catboy dimension. Not to be confused with the cat-made waifu dimension, which is an entirely different dimension. A very different dimension. Catboy and cat-made waifu. Very different cultures, so please keep those separated. You're gonna cause a interdimensional conflict that way. It's not the same thing. Not sure if I'm disappointed or relieved. Well, to me, it's a very big difference. Shoving SCP-049 iterations from the multiverse into the cat-made waifu dimension was a funny prank. But the work I did in the Catboy dimension, the studies there, were essential to the pataphysical makeup of our universe. I tell you what. And, off topic, one more art thing as we start the stream today. I got permission by user Bunny Kitten, aka Calliope, to show some wonderful art they have made in practicing drawing cats of SCP-529, Josie the Half-Cat, and one of our favorite animal researchers besides Dr. Kane Pathos Crow, which is Dr. Blair Roth. And so everyone knows about Kane, not so many people know about Roth by comparison. It's a canon event, Dr. Sherman. You can't escape the allegations. What allegations? We all know that I did an internship there. It was very important to pataphysical relations in the SCP universe, and I did very well. I got high marks on my research. Oh, thank you. Hey, Dr. Sherman, I had a bit of a question. If an anomaly actively chooses to assist the Foundation, even if it's anomalous, aren't thaumial in nature, would that be called something else in its file? at a bit of a question. If an anomaly actively chooses to assist the Foundation, even if its anomalies aren't thaumial in nature. So, basing what I can of this, then what I believe is thaumial stands for the object class of an anomaly that contains other anomalies. Loosely, it can be helping the Foundation's mission in general. So originally, it's just supposed to be contain something else. It got loosened in thought to helps the Foundation with containment. So if you think about SCP-3000, for instance, SCP-3000 does not necessarily contain any other anomalies in and of itself, but it is considered thaumial because of its allowance chemicals that help us create amnestics. Pardon. Therefore, even though 3000 is not containing an anomaly in and of itself, it is helping the Foundation contain other anomalies, so we qualify it as thaumial. If an anomalous entity decided to help the Foundation, then it could be thaumial, but it's probably not going to be. And I say that because SCP-4051, by all accounts, was conscripted onto a mobile task force and was very helpful to the Foundation, but it is still considered Keter. And so too, Abel and Iris and all those other anomalies, they were also considered not thaumial. So I do not believe we are in the habit of classifying things as thaumial if they help the Foundation. I love/hate art block. I need to work on the drawings. I have about 3 drawings that took me 2 hours. Please help. Well, draw a silly stick figure of a desk being dropped on SCP-729-J. A silly peep with a desk falling on it. Let's go with that. Maybe that'll loosen up your art block a little bit. Something similar, simple, and goofy. Is there a femboy cat dimension asking for a pal? And Sir Pidgeoth Bird IV would like to know for his friend. Even if there were, I wouldn't tell you about it. I don't trust you with this information. Hello, Dr. Sherman, I have a question. What would happen if we gave you SCP-113? Well, I am a standard non-anomalous site director, and non-anomalous or an SCP in any way, shape, or form. So I assume that if I were to interact with that it would just do what it normally does. Not that that's the thing I want to happen, because I am very fine in the body I currently have. Non-anomalous as it may be. So I don't think that's a hypothetical we need to test. Hypothetical. Do alien walk-ins count as anomalies? Does it still count if they got here by accident? Intern Stormfelt, I don't know what you mean by walk-in there. I know what an alien is, but I don't know what an alien walk-in is. That's a little confusing to me. But I guess my thought process would be, I mean, the thought process, A, of all things, is yes, aliens are anomalies in the first place. That's just standard operating procedure here at the Foundation. Secondarily, I guess if a walk-in refrigerator or a walk-in freezer from another world, that would probably be that would be anomalous as well. It would just be alien technology, I guess. Dr. Sherman, I have a question. Have Abel and Cain made up yet? Do you? I do not believe they ever will. They have not, and I do not think they ever shall. How managed is your site today, Doctor? We had 2 anomalies temporarily breach in ours, and I'd love to know if the chaos is shared. Dr. Inferno. Well, Doctor, there is no problems over at Site 42 today. We're actually quite secure. I do not mind. Knock on wood. Dr. Sherman, I made a poem and entered it into a competition. Please wish me luck. Oh, well, good luck. Love to see more people writing out there in different formats. Congratulations on finishing your project, and good luck on it getting a good reception. Dr. Sherman, have you ever visited another narrative? You know, it is not common for Foundation researchers to have to intervene with the pataphysics department. They kind of keep to themselves. That being said, I have had to show up in different mediums from time to time. It depends on if it was a version of me that I am cogent of or a version of me that I am completely in the dark about. I have seen myself in places I'm certain I've never been. But then, of course, there are times when I showed up in, say, SCP-7777. That was me. I was there, and I didn't do it, okay? I was acquitted. Jekyll and Hyde, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a antidote on your way past the commissary. Hypothetically, what would we do if I randomly woke up covered in blood and surrounded by dead animals? Also, do you know what the hell Hyde did? Well, I would imagine that you should A, shower, because you're covered in viscera and that's uncleanly. Secondarily, you should probably report to medical or have security escort you to medical so that nothing else untoward takes place. The face of that thing looks so dumb. Ha 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 ha. Well, to be fair, the face of that thing looks dumb at all times. That's just the way of the world. Gamer77, thank you for donating a Site 42 membership. If it is you that gains that membership, make sure to thank Gamer77 for their generosity. Oh, Robin St. Pierre, thank you for your member message. Hey, Dr. Sherman, ever heard of Bicolin's Tournoi des Nations? I was part of the team that got first place in Croft, and it was a fun event. Well, I do recall you have brought up Bicoline in the past, and so I've heard of that much from you, but the seemingly Tournament of Nations I have not heard of. But congratulations in your first place victory. Hells yeah. Lone Opal. Dr. Sherman, how do you become a member? Is it a subscription? If so, how much is it? Yes, the membership button here on YouTube, if you don't see it in the chat, you have to get to it from your from the channel page, for the Site 42 channel page. And I believe you have to have some sort of setting on your phone to become a member, but it is a monthly subscription. If I'm remembering correctly, actually, I'm just going to check to be sure. Our membership tiers are set to... There we go. $3, $7, and $25. And so I set 3 levels. At level 1, you get your green name and you get the custom badges and emojis. At level 2, you get early access to our videos, as well as everything else. And at level 3, I have a filter where I check the overseer's comments so that I can clearly make sure to answer them, because we get so many, it's hard to find them. And so if you want to become a member at any tier, we appreciate the support. But remember, even if you can't afford to directly donate to Site 42, we just appreciate you being here in the chat, hanging out, asking SCP questions, giving me interesting things to talk about. And of course, serving as de facto members of Mobile Task Force Site 42, codename Signal Boosters. Those who help me broadcast information about SCP films and games and comics and all sorts of stuff that's being made, because if we support those projects, then they get more eyes, they get more funding, and it means bigger and better projects in the future. The more the SCP community can latch on, the more these artists are going to want to stick with us. So that's how we do it. Sheeny, thank you for your member message of, I would put a clever quip here if I had one. Sometimes it do be that time of day where it's just not, it's not quip o'clock, man. It's not quip o'clock. That's what the coffee's for, to get the brain racing. Oh, I did not understand that that was a Dinkelberg reference, though, so good work, desk. Question about Site 13. What happened there? What made that event happen? Was it an SCP or a whole different monster? Did you rebuild it, and where did it go? So, Intern Dorsey, I do understand that the documentation for SCP-1730, otherwise known as codename What Happened to Site 13, is a very dense document. You do know that DJ Cactus can write. So, but if I were to summarize it, and by summarize it, I mean read from the SCP Explained Wiki, which is a setting that summarizes anomalies for easier consumption, then SCP-1730, Object Class Neutralized, Special Containment Procedures. Even though it's now gone, don't let anyone near where it vanished from. Description. SCP-1730 is Site 13 from an alternate timeline that contains a machine capable of teleporting the entire facility to other universes or timelines. After the Foundation's final exploration attempt, the machine is triggered and SCP-1730 is relocated to another universe. The Foundation in SCP-1730's original universe stored almost every anomaly they could find there, even managing to stow away Dr. Clef's proposal and SCP-2845. So we are talking about somehow the Gate Guardian and the deer were both contained in there, both of which appear in a three-way battle with an unnamed god near the end of the explanation logs. Additional context. The meat of SCP-1730's article is found in its addendums and exploration logs, which tell the story of what the Foundation finds inside. Due to their extreme length and tendency to read like a movie script more than explanation log, SCP-1730 is functionally one of the longest articles in the entire wiki. And so yes, that is basically, they tried to contain everything in one place, and it didn't go well. Also, they started grinding anomalies into paste, into like meat paste, and those anomalies were not dead, and therefore were a paste of anomalous meat doing anomalous meat things, which was, not pleasant. Ooh, I've got some catching up to do, I see. Mothman Gaming, thank you for your first donation of today's stream. Grab yourself a light snack on your way past the commissary. Is I supposed to be in cell? Well, we do have an SCP Mothman, so that tells me if SCP-2901 is the Mothman, this tells me that you are uncontainable. So, I guess not. I guess you're not supposed to be in a cell. Edward, thank you for your member message. A month already. Where does the time go, Dr. Shermerillion? Shermerillion, that's... okay. I like how you just called me the boring one that no one reads, but go off, I guess. Boom-ts. Intern Wright, thank you for joining us for your first live, or at least one of your earlier lives. Welcome to our SCP Office Hours chat. I'm just insanely curious how he doesn't have facial hair 1 second, but the next he has a full mustache and soul patch. That is a quirk of multi-universal, multi-pataphysical level broadcasting. Sometimes you get a universe where my hair is bright green. Sometimes you have a broadcast where I have gray streaks. Sometimes I have the Guy Fieri blonde highlights. You never know what you're going to get. Some of these broadcasts are coming from some pretty crazy universes. I know Amber was out there looking for the video of my internship from the Catboy dimension. So we'll see if that comes up. Dr. Pepper Dragon, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a milkshake on your way past the commissary. Hey boss, found another box of Peeps plushies in a storeroom on sublevel 6. I triple taped the box shut and called disposal. No chances this time. Damn straight. Do not let them out. If they get found by those things, then who knows what'll happen. Jason Vorheen, welcome to the chat. Thank you for being a member. And we are nearly exactly 30 minutes into this 3-hour stream. Mr. Twister, yo, I'm back. Do you have any suggestions for YouTube videos that'll introduce me to the Foundation? Well, first and foremost, that this stream can help with that as well if you have any particular questions. But furthermore, I think one of the best explainers for early entrance into the Foundation is the Volgan's Intro to SCP video. The Volgan Intro to SCP. The video is called SCP Explained, A Modern Introduction to the SCP Foundation. The Volgan is an excellent SCP YouTuber, and that is a very thorough, clear explanation. So that's a good starting point. Phantom Reactor, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself grab an espresso on your way past the commissary. Ever considered hiring the TF2 marks for anything? Well, I mean, right now the problem is that they're dealing with that whole server blight scenario, so honestly, I want nothing to do with them. They are dealing with a lot at the moment. Sheeny, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a calming glass of jasmine tea on your way past the commissary. I've run into 2 anomalous robots that do nothing but riff on bad movies. Permission to requisition a D-class for further testing. Maybe one named Mike or Joel. No quips, but clearly got references. You know, I think we can find the right D-class for that mission. And then I would like to have a viewing of their tests on an off night sometime. Marcus, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a orange on your way past the commissary. Good afternoon, Dr. Sherman. Well, good afternoon to you too. Kyla, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself an apple on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, what if Plague Doctor is near my fluff? I'm going to need you to specify a bit more, because I don't know if by your fluff is your bodily hair. I don't know if it is a fluff like some fluff you've got in a pile somewhere. Because if it's close to you, you should run, because its touch is lethal, you will die. So, but if it's just like near your stuff, a separate thing, then I don't know, shoo it away, maybe? And you can usually ask it to leave. It's a pretty chill anomaly when it's not killing us. Silent Follower, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself some warm milk on your way past the commissary, because you saw the notification, can't stay awake much, too weary, warming tonight. Good night to you. We'll see you in the next one. Kyla, if 049 is next to your fur, then run. Otherwise, you may get touched and you may perish. You do not let 049 that close to you. That is a breach of protocol. Gamer77, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a glass of rose water on your way past the commissary. Here's an idea for the food for what groups of interest SCP-729 destroy. With the Chaos Insurgency, play those backstabbers dissolve 2, suffer, have a nice day, doctor. So you're saying that if the Chaos Insurgency asks for food, give them that thing. I can get behind that. We're not supposed to destroy anomalies because we could research them, but putting a dent in the forces of the Chaos Insurgency is perfectly within the bounds of protocol, so I'm happy with that. Oh, and Site-42 staff, I just wanted to alert you of your raging success. We have more likes than viewers right now. Congratulations, I knew you had it in you. Now, while that's your next mission is to get double the likes of the view count. That way we can keep dragging people into this stream through the algorithm one way or another. They will be SCP Foundation fans. They will. Mothman Gaming, welcome to Level 1 Researchership here at Site-42. We appreciate your membership and your service. Dr. Puppeteer, thank you for your first donation of today's stream. Grab yourself a glass of melonade on your way past the commissary. Out of character. Hey, Dr. Sherman. I want to say that you're one of my favorite SCP YouTubers. Your videos make my day better. Well, I'm happy to hear that. We're doing our best to broadcast good things from the SCP Foundation to the world. And I appreciate that you appreciate it. This is a winning relationship. We all work together. Everyone's happy with it. Is it bad that I ship SCP-049 and SCP-035? Yes! It is bad because we don't want the anomalies to fraternize in the first place. Now, if it's harmless hypotheticals from the background, maybe it's not that bad, but as long as you're not doing anything to cause that to maybe happen. Because the anomalies do not need to fraternize with each other. King Demon, welcome to Site42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Oh my god, wait, you go live? I love your vids. Well, Lynn was here. Congratulations on catching a random Dr. Sherman's Office Hours, a subsidiary of the Anomalous broadcast from Site42. We have been doing daily streams for now 2 months and 9 days. Anywhere from 30 minutes to 3 hours, depending on the day. You never know what time it's going to be, so keep that bell rung, because sometimes it'll be as early as 11 in the morning, and sometimes it will be as late as 5 to 6 o'clock at night. It's really hard to tell. Things here at the Foundation can be a bit chaotic, so you just gotta keep your fingers crossed you make that day's stream. We do keep a playlist of the VODs if you want to go back and see what you missed. I just saw... Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. Now, what I was saying is I just saw a Ko-Fi donation come in, and so let me get that before I forget it. Thanamy, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a chocolate croissant on your way past the commissary. Hey, Dr. Sherman, have you seen this TV show called Warehouse 13 from more than 10 years ago? If not, it's basically SCP, but less deadly. No creatures and only a handful of people running the entire thing. Loved that show as a kid. So, I have seen maybe 3 episodes of Warehouse 13. It's something that I wanted to start watching because I watched all of the television show Eureka, and Eureka had a crossover episode. Eureka is really fun because it's what if the Foundation was a big science town. It's run by the government, but we can blush it away and say it's part Foundation. But it's very much like a day in the life at the Foundation with weird things happening due to weird science all the time. So it's a very funny show with some good moments. Meanwhile, Warehouse 13, I very much enjoyed the episodes I saw. I just haven't kept on watching it. I need to because it is basically SCP Agents, the TV show. And if I ever get the budget to make a serialized SCP Foundation television show of my own, my plot is to have it be like Warehouse 13 or Supernatural, where it's 2 agents on the road dealing with anomalies, calling back to the Foundation, dealing with the different groups of interest. And, like, oh my god, I have the idea where they go to a town and they're trying to find the anomaly, and they make friends with one of the townsfolk, and one of the pair falls for this person, and they have like a nice time, and maybe they sleep together during an overnight thing or something. But then at the end of everything, when the anomaly happens and they get it contained, it gives the person that they were dating a cognitohazard that will kill them unless they amnesticize them. And so you get that tragic, oh no, they're not going to remember me anymore. And so you got that storyline episode. Then you've got the Global Occult Coalition is at the town where the anomaly we're looking for is. And they say that if we do not find and contain the anomaly in 3 days or even 24 hours, then they're going to nuke the town to get rid of it. And so you end up with a lot of, you have the serpent's hand in town trying to get the same anomaly. You're sometimes dealing with objects, you're sometimes dealing with people. There's so many ways that a TV show like that can go. And I want it. Okay, rant done. But yes, I've seen a Little Warehouse 13, very inspired by it. Eureka, great show, I recommend it if you want to check it out. And now back to the catching up I have to do with these donos. Kyla, thank you for donating twice in a row. My fur, yes, I saw that. And does he burn? It's an it. SCP-049 is an it. It is an object, not a person. All anomalous humanoids are treated as objects, not people. They are its. They are not he's or she's. So please practice proper pronoun parlance protocols here at the Foundation. Meanwhile, no, you're not going to burn if 049 touches you. Its touch just makes you die, and then it will turn you into a zombie. And I don't think you want that. So as I said, run. Fandom Theorist, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yours. Oh, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a cronut on your way past the commissary. Hey, Doc. Hope today's treating you well. Would you describe the Foundation as true neutral? Also got any tips for overcoming writer's block? So, for the Foundation, first of all, we are definitely lawful anything. We are very protocol focused, very focused on the rules, so we are definitely lawful. And therefore, I would put us as lawful neutral. Because we do not fight for good, we do not fight for evil, we fight for neutrality and normalcy with a very rule-centric viewpoint. That's mine, although just like any good character in things, you can see different interpretations in different canons and universes. It's like when you get Batman and you put Batman in all 9 squares because different iterations have been all kinds. So, I could also vouch for an SCP Foundation that's definitely lawful good. But there's a lot of variance, you understand. Meanwhile, tips for overcoming writer's block. My first one is always take a break, take a day off, go to a movie, take in other art from other people, because usually it's because you're out of ideas, because you're not inspired. So go intake some other things, maybe see things from a different angle. Rest and intaking other art are my big 2. Otherwise, work on a different project and work on something silly and superfluous. We had art block on someone the other day, and I told them to draw an SCP pulling a sword out of a portal, SCP-4051. And they made a little animation. It was very cute. And then I feel like Sally went on to make more art, and the art block went away, but maybe I'm remembering that wrong. Dr. Pepper Dragon, thank you for donating again. So, boss, a lot of researchers are going to be shipping out to investigate Universe Kojima 12 on Thursday. Any chance you'll all be joining? Death Stranding 2. Ah, interesting. Well, I am not a Death Stranding 1 player, but it's been a while. I could check it out. I have been looking for a new single-player game. Either way, I'll probably watch some lore videos. That stuff can be pretty interesting, and Kojima is always a hoot. Frogman, welcome to Level 1 Researchership here at Site-42. We appreciate your membership and your service. Meanwhile, SCP-8869, codename Maria, thank you for becoming a Mobile Task Force Captain here at Site-42. We appreciate your membership and your service as well. Is Siren Head an SCP? If you spell Siren Head with one word, Siren Head, then yes, because Siren Head, one word, is the code name for SCP-5987. And 5987 was named Siren Head because it is a boat with a figurehead on the front like a pirate ship, and that figurehead is a siren like in ancient myth that sings sailors to their doom. So that is Siren Head, but it's just a boat with a figurehead that's a siren. The Siren Head anomaly that everyone knows is Siren Head with 2 words, that is an anomaly, but not an SCP because it's not part of the SCP Wiki. That's what we say about all anomalies that are not on the SCP database. Like Slenderman, not an SCP, but it is anomalous. Merv, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some Pocky on your way past the commissary. Apologies to the researcher that was on the receiving end of SCP-1507 that were disposed of in my reality when I sent it back. Please coffee them. Okay, you sent 1507 back. Oh, geez, the flamingos. Ugh. I need to get that one mobile task force agent who's made it their mission to fight the flamingos. We have to pull that one out of containment, out of hibernation. Phantom Reactor, thank you for donating again. Drop Abel with the TF2 mercs, endless respawn fights. Well, remember, Abel respawns very slowly by comparison to the TF2 mercs. So, it'll put a dent in, but then it will take a while to respawn from its sarcophagus. SCP Foundation HR Agent Mr. Void, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a cupcake on your way past the commissary. Hello, Doctor. I have to write you up for your shirt. Hey, what's wrong with my shirt? My shirt is just fine. I'm the site director here. I set the dress code. We live in a hot climate. Obviously, I'm going to wear something flowing and cooling. Thank you. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Haha, it can't catch me. Wolf run. All right, well, thank you for doing the thing I said that's running. That way you do not perish. Aether, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being a member. Although, I didn't know you were interning with the Shark Punching Center. Good to hear you are doing well. I'm coming off a 37-hour shift. I'm exhausted. That sounds about right. We don't play at Site 19, apparently. I've had to do 11 tests in the last hour, Dr. Inferno. That is quite a schedule you guys are on over there. I'm trying to keep enough staff so we can have shorter rotations over here. Despite the overseers cutting our budget, it's okay. I'm doing what I can to circumvent that. We're getting creative with the accounting. We're definitely not betting on any SCP Fight Club, that's for sure. We're not doing that. That would be against protocol, and I absolutely would not even talk about such a thing, because there's no rule against talking about it because it doesn't exist, but you still shouldn't talk about it because it's not real. I don't know if Dr. Sherman will see this, but I'm still not caught, and do you have the glasses to see me? Well, Ash Lover, first of all, thank you for being in the chat, and thank you for being a member. And I guess I did see it. Ha! What do my elf eyes see? Nothing. I don't have elf eyes. I'm not anomalous. I'm not an SCP. I'm just a regular average guy. Come on. What are you talking about? Do you have a TikTok? We do, but I don't use it as often because, my word, TikTok's algorithm has gone to all hell when it comes to creators in the cosplay side of the community, which is where we are classified with the lab coat and all. And so things just do not go as well over there as there used to be. So I'm putting the focus on the Site 42 Red Division, i.e. this YouTube channel for now. Is it also bad that I ship SCP-106 and SCP-096, aka the Shy Guy and the Old Man? I mean, we're not putting them together, so I feel like this ship is sunk by destiny in the first place. Mallow is very hot. It is incorporeal. You can't even touch SCP-1471-A. How are you going to thirst trap for something you cannot interact with? I don't understand, you monster fuckers. Hashtag annoyed and asexual. Mr. Void, thank you for donating again. Also, I have to write you up for traumatizing the interns again. Interns aren't cheap. What Fight Club? I'm going to look further into that. Well, first of all, the interns need to muscle up. We work a tough place here. They need to get the right amount of traumatized to get them dead inside to deal with how we do things. So, nothing there. Meanwhile, as I said, there is no SCP Fight Club, and no one is betting on SCP fights in the upstairs gymnasium in Sector 7. No, it just doesn't happen. You don't got to worry about it. You don't got to worry about it. I thought being dead inside was a prerequisite for being hired. Well, Edward, sometimes they come in with a little too much light in their eyes, and we have to, Junior Researcher HLG, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being a member. Stream has gone well so far. We're at the 52-minute mark, meaning a little more than 2 hours left, just over. Meanwhile, yes, we're talking about the monster fuckers and the demon daters because people are thirsting over Mallow and shipping the anomalies again, which we do not fraternize with the anomalies, nor do we let the anomalies fraternize among each other. Jazzy Boy, good to see you in the chat. Hello, Dr. Sherm. How's your day been? So far, so good. I hope there's no SCP-72... 729-J. You know, we've had a surprising lack of them today. I've been wondering if they're going to pop up at any moment. Also, can I have a clown milk shake? Clown milk is lethal. What part of clown milk is lethal do you not understand? Also, sorry if you've already seen this, my internet is being crappy. Nope, that was the first time I saw it. Good luck for you. Jazzy, you said that, and 2 of them showed up in the chat. I hope you understand the gravity of your actions. Mr. Void, thank you for donating again. Good, keep it like that, or you will get demoted. Oh, Mr. HR thinks he's the ethics committee over here, I see. SCP intern Michaela Afton. Sorry I'm late, boss. Yeah, you are an hour late to a 3-hour stream, so you've only missed a third. That's not too bad, but don't let it happen again. 729-J. Thank you for your first donation of today's stream. please grab yourself a healthy serving of arsenic on your way past the commissary. Make that 3. Great. Kyla, thank you for donating again. I got a Plague Doctor mask. Please do not wear that in the same facility as SCP-049. We don't need any mix-ups. Just like we don't let any stuffed bears into the containment site for SCP-1048. Vivi, welcome to Site-42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. The Scared Gamer, thank you for being a member. Dr. Sherman, in my universe, we got the tree to scream. Oh, and you get to you're all make the tree scream in your universe. That's so nice for you. Just come to rub it in, haven't you? Well, SCP-4521 will scream, don't you worry. Ours will scream. The time's coming. The time's coming. Where are those darn member emojis? I can't find them for the life of me. In the chat window, there's an emote smiley face. And it lists the member emojis underneath it when you click that smiley face. Mr. Void, thank you for donating again. Well, technically, I help work them a lot. Well, we'll see about that. Walker, thank you for your first donation of today's stream, as well as, oh boy, bringing up a controversial topic for stream today. Happy times. Dr. Sherman, have you ever heard of the RPC Authority? So, in my opinion, they're trash. What had happened was, if you were around here in 2018, very quick community history lesson. In 2018, the SCP Wiki decided to celebrate Pride Month by changing the logo in the corner to be Pride Month themed. And a very small minority of people went apeshit about it. It was a whole thing. And they went off to start their own SCP Wiki, as they said, with blackjack and hookers. You may note historically that although they claim a bunch of original SCP authors went with them because they didn't like how the community had changed, only one author who was active left during it. Everyone else stayed with SCP because they were on the right side of it. So it was a whole thing. They lasted for a little bit. They are pretty much a defunct website that doesn't, they're not very active and their quality of work is not very high. So I just as soon ignore them. Funny that you bring that up during Pride Month, though. It's just ironic. Not ironic. It's the opposite of ironic. It's appropriate. Kyla, thank you for donating again. I'm on the ceiling. No one can reach me. Usually I'd expect a smaller anomaly to be on the ceiling. Do I have your size wrong? Are you a large dragon-like thing? I'm confused. But you probably need to get down from there. The ceiling is not meant to support much weight at all. $729 Jerry. Thank you for donating again. See, this is my gratitude face. I can make the tree scream very loudly. Well, when the ethics committee approves my testing protocol for you and 4521, then we'll know for sure. I don't think you're wrong. I just need them to pass the freaking protocol check. I'm just checking something real quick. Okay, Aether, thank you for your first donation of today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a muffin on your way past the commissary. Hey, Dr. Sherman, I may have a slight problem with Abel following me off site today and is watching my team's training exercises currently. That seems more than a bit dangerous. I do not want Abel with our testing protocols, with our training exercises. It's hard enough to beat Abel as is. We need too many forces and too many resources for that. So try to do something silly that would not be good tactically. That way Abel gets overconfident, and then surprise Abel with the actual tactics later. Kyla, thank you for donating again to clarify. Okay, medium-sized. So still, please don't be on the ceiling. Maria, 8869, thank you for donating again. No, thank you for your first donation. You became a member earlier, I believe. I'm double checking. Making my browser chug to a halt with the effort. Well, whatever it was, grab yourself a bowl of chili on your way past the commissary. Sign me up for a private task force. I'll take down any anomalies for the Foundation. As long as you don't destroy them. Remember, you can unconsciousify them, but do not destroy them, otherwise we can't research them. It's very important that we get to research the anomalies. Double check this. Good. Do you think Dr. Wondertainment could get into the site? Because it doesn't tend to leave toys around and stuff, and so if so, how has the Foundation not caught it yet if it's in a site sometimes? So Dr. Wondertainment, first of all, has some weird Doctor Who BS going on, because there's iterations and transformations and reincarnations of that anomalous entity, and it's very hard to tell in which universe, which form it's currently in. More often than not, Wondertainment is of a power level that allows it to sneak into facilities and steal back its contained toys at points. So, I wish we could contain Dr. Wondertainment and stop it from making more anomalies, because that would mean we'd have less work to do. But it has not worked yet. (729-J). Thank you for donating again. In the future, 729-J will be a top member of what? What are you inferring? That's going to make me paranoid for a while. Are you being possessed? No, no, intern Anomaly. I am nauseous. The sight of that thing drives me to heaving. For a very short time, it was quite strange, as little artist boy points out, intern artist boy, that when I did the one chip challenge on the 10th birthday of Site 42 YouTube, I gained immunity to the anomaly for approximately 48 to 72 hours. I believe it had something to do with the wherewithal of that intensely hot chip causing a short circuit in the sensors of my digestive tract. But that is worn off, and honestly, there's enough damage that chip did that I don't think it's a worthy strategy to keep up with just for immunity to this particular anomaly. Home of Redacted, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a cup of carbonated water on your way past the commissary. Reach Earth, nukes do nothing. Foolish. Well, hopefully some carbonated water does you good then. Dr. Sherman, if SCP-008 got out, would there be a whole global zombie pandemic? Well, I mean, if we failed to contain it, then yes, because it will pass on and on to people. It's a zombie plague. Run-of-the-mill zombie plague. So yes, we would have zombies and it would be bad. I would like it if we did not have a zombie pandemic end the world. So let's just keep that thing in containment, huh? Time check, please, Dr. Sherman. Shermeown? Shermeown. You do one internship in the Catboy dimension. And everyone's got jokes. Huh. Everyone's got jokes. The time check is we are at 1 hour and approximately 10 minutes of this stream, meaning just slightly less than 2 hours left in the stream. OMG, I love your vids. Well, intern Pete, I appreciate your appreciation. I'm glad you enjoy our work. We're doing our best out here in these streets. Question, is your site accepting transfers? I wasn't aware. Most sites don't give us 2 days off a month. I might have to move. Yeah, Dr. Inferno, put in your paperwork with your HR department, and I'm sure a transfer can be in order. Don't quit trying. If you keep trying, you will achieve your dreams and you will eventually make that annoying tree to scream. I believe in you. Hell yeah. That's the spirit. That's how we roll here at the Foundation, hands down. Yes, 4521 will scream. $729. Jay, thank you for donating again. We are making a pandemic of those things? I see, I'm more annoyed that I already knew that you were building them. I will find a way to delete those things off this fucking planet. Except for the last one. Because the last one is the one we need to keep in containment. I'm being told by other colleagues I'm getting transferred to Site 13. Any pointers? Not a pointer, but just a heads up that you're gonna have a bad time. Lil Artist Boy. Not only do I not know any anomalies who are open to fraternization, but there will be no fraternization with or between anomalies. Stop it. Stop it. Once again, you brought me back here, keeping me away from the cat-made waifu dimension. Why do you keep me from staying there permanently? It is a delicate ecosystem. You're not supposed to go there and stay there. You throw off the balance. No. Their ambassadors are already angry enough at us at trying to negotiate the small weekend sabbaticals some of you seem to want to take there. Kyla, thank you for donating again. I found a green hair human. Can I keep? What? A green-haired human? Where'd you find one of those? Is it anomalous, or is it just a person who dyed their hair green? Either way, you cannot have humans as a pet. That is not how we do things here at the Foundation. Intern Svensson, happy birthday to you. Can we ship the groups of interest, though? Those aren't your problem if they get together, unless it's like two things that produce stuff, then yeah. Yes, if the groups of interest team up, they are more likely to have more resources in order to cause problems. They're a group of interest because we don't agree with how they are performing the actions of interacting with the anomalous in relation to keeping secrecy and the veil. So I don't want, say, Dr. Wondertainment and Anderson Robotics teaming up, because then the toys are going to be far too advanced to be contained. It'd be like a toy Terminator out there. Meanwhile, I mean, I guess you could let the Shark Punching Center team up with anyone, because they're just going to be out there punching sharks, I guess. That's less helpful to the other groups of interest. Have you ever just tried flinging the tree into the sun, sir? Intern Spampton. Trees burn. If we put the tree onto the sun, there will be no tree. And if there is no more tree, then we can't make it scream. Use logic. What about Dado and Gamers Against Weed? Intern Wydock. It's a 50-50 scenario. Either the parapharmacological products that Dado produces would leave the Gamers Against Weed so strung out that they would be unable to create anomalies, which I would appreciate. Or they would be so supercharged by said parapharmacological products that they would be making even more dank anomalous memes. And so it is too much of a risk factor. Alki. Against weed, but weed is awesome sauce. Okay, no. They're definitely not against weed or any other drug in a actual sense. It's an ironic name. The Gamers Against Weed are an anomalous group of interest that makes anomalous online memes that cause a lot of trouble. Just a fan of murder drones. Welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. SCP GAW meme. Where is that? Collected works. Trying to find a certain anomaly as a good interaction of the Gamers Against Weed oeuvre. There's no need for epic music for this database search. There we go. Now, due to the cognitohazard filters on this stream, I am able to show you these memes without endangering you. But SCP-3078 is an anomalous meme format. And unfortunately, oh no, indeed. I'm trying to remember, is this a anomalous meme from the Gamers Against Weed, or is this a different group? It certainly seems like one of theirs, but if tags can be applied to the post of the phrases 420, don't do weed, and meme will be used. Maybe it's not Gamers Against Weed. Maybe I just thought it was. This might be my bad. I don't know that this is actually Gamers Against Weed. They're certainly not mentioned. So it looks like I mixed something up in my database memory there. Yeah, no, it's just another anomalous meme. We have too many of those anyways. Is coming. Okay, where's the chat? Where's the chat? I got some catching up to do. Rosie, thank you for your member message. Appreciate your service. Why, hello there. Anywho, can my internship be to the cat girl dimension instead? Also, how are you? I'm messing around trying to make a group of interest. Well, as a Foundation researcher, I say don't start another group of interest. We already have too many. But as a writer, I say I hope you're having fun. Do you mean the cat girl dimension or the cat made waifu dimension? Because those are very different dimensions. So we got to be very specific here. Kyla, thank you for donating again. What SCP number do I get? By the way, human name Deku. So If you want an SCP number for your OC, I just suggest that you keep a -OC at the end of it. That way, it doesn't get confused for a canon SCP article, because that would get confusing. So do like SCP-1234-OC. And since you're going OC, you can do, whatever you want there. Meow, 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 meow. Thank you, Catboy Dimension Representative, both for your donation as well as being a member. God, it's been a while since I had to speak that. Too many rounds of amnestic. Sorry, I don't understand that language anymore. You know how it is here at the Foundation. I found an SCP in my coffee this morning. It was small and seemed harmless, but still, should I be concerned or not? Yes! There should not be anomalies in your coffee. Which one was it? What did it do? What was it trying to do? Was it an entity or was it an object? I need more details. You might be halfway to dead and you haven't even figured it out yet. Hey boss, I was wondering if you ever considered feeding redacted for health concerns. You know the one. Okay, that thing. Thank you. To 682. Do you think SCP-682 would destroy it or just get so mad it breaches containment? Intern Pidgeoff, we have in the past exposed SCP-682 to that thing. And I can read for you the interaction log that we have here. The log here says the test is with SCP-682. The effects are data expunged. So we don't know what's going on there. But then the extra note from the researchers involved, they only give you 2 sentences. Long story short, we reclassed 682 as neutralized. You don't even want to fucking know how this little fucker killed it. Signed, Dr. Foxfield. So, 682 versus that thing, 682 lost. I don't even know what to do with that, honestly. Ah yes, desk is back. I am actually interested in that Minecraft video you're talking about as well, Desk. I would like to see what that thing wrought upon their soon-to-be very badly injured lives. I genuinely love how every time I come across one of these lives amidst my doom scroll of shorts, I get flashbanged or audibly assaulted by Dr. Sherman. Keep up the good work, my guy. Well, intern mystery, you're welcome, I guess. Audible flashbang. That does sound like my vocal cords at work. Not anomalous, by the way, just that theater kid. It's just training. You too can be an audible flashbang if you so practice. The Darkness. Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a thing called love on your way past the commissary. What is the most spicy pepper according to the SCP? Interesting. Well, I would start by doing a database search for Scoville units. Must contain the term Scoville. So, SCP-275, codename Iron Skin, is a woman who cannot be physically damaged by any means available to the Foundation. Subject is apparently of Middle Eastern origin and claims to have grown up somewhere in the Ottoman Empire, but to have been a homeless orphan with no memories before the age of approximately 10. Subject claims to be 168 years of age, despite appearing to be in her mid-30s. Subject is 1.63 meters, or 5'4" tall, and weighs 190 kilograms, 419 pounds. Again, despite having the appropriately healthy-sized figure. So, the anomaly is just dense. Meanwhile, subject has requested daily portions of chili pepper, a minimum Scoville rating of 1 million. Okay, like spices, but that's not the answer on the pepper, so let's see what this second one does. It said here that we had a mention of Scoville. All right, so Dr. Greer is testing pepper spray, and on Very Fine, a brand of pepper spray turned into one miniature chili pepper. Chemical testing revealed a Scoville heat rating of over 300 million, making it by far the hottest chili in the world. So I would assume that is going to be it, because I'm not seeing any other Scoville-related anomalies on hand. So, there you go. The SCP-914 experiment log lists the pepper spray test. Okay. Oh, I certainly have missed some things back in the chat. Intern Strahan, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a nice plate of shredded beef on your way past the commissary. The female Neko is back, Dr. Sherman. Also, I love you, all safe class entities. Well, thank you for donating, and welcome back. Jazz Funk, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a pickleback on your way past the commissary. Some bastard put the joke attack tomatoes in my car's engine. Now I'm stranded on site for the next 3 days. Dr. Sherm, I want them demoted immediate. Who got you? You didn't tell a bad joke. The tomatoes don't seem like they would go on the attack. I hope you're okay. Jacob, thank you for your first donation of today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a ice cream pop on your way past the commissary. Specifically, go with a Leonardo Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ice cream pop. Question, what happens if the administrator is on site and the vice administrator and Resh 1? What would you do? Well, that certainly violates the keep one person alive stratagem, so we would never do something like that on the hypothetical sense. But obviously, if they're coming over here, we need to do a whole lot of cleanup first, if that were ever going to happen. Dr. Sherman, what do you think of the SCP Explained channel on YouTube? Please, I need to know. What I'll tell you is that of the, quote, business-backed SCP animation channels, they certainly seem to be the least content farmy compared to, like, say, the Rubber and Detective Void, who I openly am antagonistic to. I know their voice actor, Hunter, is a dope dude, so no beef there. And I'm not really into their content, but I don't hate on them the same way the other groups do. Because they're kind of more open about what they are. So at least they're honest about the background they have. Da, 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 da. I'm backing up in the chat. I'm seeing a long conversation about the color green? Huh. Not sure what that's all about. Dr. Sherman, what do you think of furries? I'm curious. Intern Doosan, I have no beef with furries. They are, hell, they are some of the most generous when it comes to funding artists somehow. Somehow, furries are like super rich somehow. I don't know what the deal with that is. But they are the patrons of the arts, let me tell you. You want to get paid, you learn to draw furries. That's just part and parcel of the process. So anyone with that kind of backing of resources for artistic endeavors, they are a friend of mine. Anyone who's making more art in the world, I'm on. SCP-8869, codename Maria, thank you for donating again. Fight Club Rep would take on SCP-729. Pardon. Ugh. So my thought process is don't tell anyone and I'll arrange it. Mum's the word. Kyla, thank you for donating again. I'm a furry because I'm a wolf-dragon hybrid. Yeah, that tracks. Jazz Funk, thank you for donating again. Be vigilant. Tomatoes are being found site-wide. Well, I have nothing to worry about. I've never told a bad joke, and I never will. I am always patently hilarious, so those tomatoes bear no threat to me. Okay, fursuits cost so much money. I don't know why or how someone would have that much, so I make my own fursuits. Hey, making your own fursuits is a talent. It's a skill. And so congratulations on that. Meanwhile, I tell you what, when we had to put together the tactical fursuits for the mobile task furries to handle the SCP-3312 scenario, that cost a pretty penny. That was appropriate. That was a lot of resources to put up those tactical fursuits. If you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, by the way, what you should do is you should look up SCP-3312, which goes by the name, literally it goes by the name, oh, whoa, what's this? And then the associated tale, which if it's not linked, then you can look it up separately. It is called Mobile Task Furries. And Mobile Task Furries is the follow-up sequel to SCP-3312. Both of them are pretty good stories/articles, so you can go enjoy that on your own time. In fact, you know what? We are at the halfway mark of this stream, and it just happens to be gay homework time. So you know what? You will go read it, because I have now decreed that SCP-3312 and its associating tale, Mobile Task Furries, are now gay homework. I am in charge of this stream. I run this site. Site 42 is mine to command, and so I'm calling an audible. What was going to be today's gay homework is being pushed to tomorrow. Right now, you're reading SCP-3312, codename Oh What's This? For the obviously LGBTQ-friendly furry representation. So, there you go. Meanwhile, since I got distracted and I did it out of order, did you read SCP-7646, which was yesterday's gay homework? Looking in the chat, did you do your homework yesterday? Did you read what is the name of this article again? I gotta go back to the series page. 7646. Please skip that, do what you're supposed to be doing. Yesterday's gay homework was SCP-7646, titled Alex Thorley is implicated in the DuPont Teflon scandal. Checking the chat for responses. So, what's the phrase I'm looking for? 7646 is, I gave it to you for two reasons. Number one, I gave it to you because it introduces you to Mix Alex Thorley. Mix Thorley is the only employee of the Foundation's Department of Unreality, and is commonplace in several stories on the Wiki, to the point where Alex Thorley has their own tag. So you can go to... What the hell? Is the tag cloud broken? How'd that even break? The tag cloud is broken on the Wiki. When I click on the tag, it doesn't show me the SCPs and tales that are tagged. Huh. Wikidot broken again. Joy of joys. Okay, well, I cannot tell you now how many tales and SCPs that Mix Alex Thorley is in, because the SCP Wiki is broken. But it is a fair amount, so it is a canon LGBTQ character that you can enjoy spending some time with, on top of which you can, on the 7646 article, enjoy a literal video game. Billith put a video game in this SCP, and you need to play the video game to access more of the story. It is a cookie clicker in my SCP. And so that's a fun little format screw. And you get all sorts of items, and you get all sorts of upgrades to make it easier to win the game and see the rest of the story. And of course, finally, you are hit with the hydrate, drink some water message of SCP-7646. So yes, if you did not do your gay homework from yesterday, you can still go see SCP-7646. It isn't going anywhere. And then remember, I have pinned at the bottom, thanks to Desk, 3312 for today's gay homework. And as a time check, we are at an hour 40 of today's stream, which means there's an hour 20 left. Coming back to the chat, catching up on donos. Jazz Funk, thank you for donating again. I just don't understand why someone would do this. Was it the comedy club last week? I know it wasn't great, but come on. Signed, Senior Researcher Clemens. Well, yes. First of all, I don't know how they got the tomatoes out. Second, I don't know why you're being targeted. But I would definitely be careful. SCP-8869, codename Maria, thank you for donating again. Sorry I broke the wiki. Well, now you just gotta fix it, okay? Your apology will be accepted when you fix it. The fish is aligned. Don't let the people who say it's a loop fool you. Hell yes. This fish is not a loop. Everyone knows this. SCP-5320, the infinite fish that just goes on forever, the greatest long boy, praise its almighty longness and its infinitude. Amen. Let's get drunk at work. Is not a loop. To that. Rockster has completed an animation of the drawing that I suggested for them at the beginning of stream. That was very fast. Okay, I very much approve. So let's turn off the music here. That way it's not interrupting. And what? Wait a minute. Desk, what do you mean Clown Milk Jesus has been greenlit? Who greenlit that? Who greenlit Clown Milk Jesus? I just want to talk to them. I just want to have a word. That's all. Oh no. All right, let's enjoy this animation of that thing getting hit by a desk. Okay, that made me feel a little better. Seeing 729-J get its just desserts with a full-fledged desk being thrown at it brings warmth to my heart. Brings warmth to the cockles of my heart and the subcockles of my heart. Almost enough to survive the mental damage that is Clown Milk Jesus being greenlit. What if we feed that thing, trademark, nice, to Clown Milk Jesus? Well, see, that's going to necessitate that Clown Milk Jesus exists, which now is at least in the process of happening. I always say there are 4 GZI because we do contain 4 GZI. There's Bread Jesus, SCP-3305, and there's Uber Driver Jesus, SCP-029-J, and then there's Vor Jesus, which is SCP-5991, and then there's, of course, SCP-6542, codename The Virgin Dairy, but in reality, that's just Milk Jesus or Jesus. And then I introduced Site 42 to Desk. Did you literally time out the 29-J in the chat to be the desk in that animation? How art imitates life. Also, in case I didn't say it, Rockster, thank you for your funny ass animation. That was quite good. Huh. All right, I'm catching up. I'm catching up on the chat. Everything's going all over the place. There's Milk Jesuses and Clown Milk Jesuses, and everything's insane over here. Everything's insane. Where are we? Dr. Sherman, you said we can't let anomalies fraternize with each other. If I may ask, why is that? Junior Researcher HLG, essentially, they're prisoners. Do you allow prisoners to fraternize? Not typically. Now, do we look the other way sometimes if it might be ethics committee approved? Sure. But we would not, for sure, we would not encourage it. Jazz Funk, thank you for donating again. I redacted hated Clemens and his damn redacted bit about the fish. I hated how many times he said it. Content expunged. Maintenance Chief Weckl. Oh. It's just an admission of what happened. All right. Well, it seems like HR needs to get involved and mediate between you two, but yeah, all right. At least the mystery's solved. Paperwork has been sent. Doctor, hopefully we'll be seeing each other soon on the site. Hoping my transfer is expected. Dr. W. Inferno, Site 19, hopefully soon Site 42. All right, we'll go through the transfer process. Hopefully I'll be seeing you around the office soon. Dr. Sherman, I have to go. I'll be back in early tomorrow. I'll even work overtime to make up for lost time. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. We'll see you on the other side. Daily streams until the streak is broken. The streak for now remains unbroken. Wait, doesn't Dr. Wondertainment have dirt on you guys with SCP-3301, the board game that's like a major breach hazard because it has info on you guys and you gotta play it or it gets shipped out? Yes, Dr. Wondertainment does have dirt on the Foundation, but you know, that's just part of the process with these groups of interest. We have our intelligence division, we have counter intel, they got dirt on us, we got dirt on them. We got spies in them. They got spies in us. It's It's just trading back and forth. It's just diplomacy. That's all. Ash Lover. I don't know if Dr. Sherman will see this, but do you have the glasses? I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about there. Glasses. Rockster, yes. I see ya. We'll see you at the next one. Do your best to keep clean. It is important to take care of your space. Foundation protocols dictate that it is good for productivity and mental health to keep a clean space. Out of character message. I'm submitting my anomaly to the site today. It has been in the making/writing process for a little over a year, and I have finally submitted it. Chopper/W Dr. Inferno. So, I hope it does well. I hope you've gone through the proper processes of critique and all that. Sometimes people get a little excited and they jump the gun. So I wish you the best of luck in that you have followed the green light process and the writing process and the critique process and gotten critique and edits and all that properly. If you are up to snuff on your proper writing protocols, then I wish you the best of luck. You just, you never want someone to jump the gun and ending up having to delete their article. It never feels good. So you want to make sure you've got all the preparation in line first. When you're writing for the SCP Wiki, it is good to be a bit of a perfectionist. You think about it, when you think about the SCP Wiki, you're, what I like to say is what Broadway is to musical theater performance. The SCP Wiki is not that to writing. It's not that big a deal, to be sure. But you do need to treat it like decent community theater, which means you still have to act professionally, you still need to audition, you still need to follow the rules, all that kind of stuff. You're not going to Broadway for writing. Broadway for writing is probably like writing a book, writing a novel, writing for a newspaper or something like that. Whereas, or writing a fiction podcast that does well. These are the things that you're up to that next level. But for the SCP Wiki, you still have to keep a certain amount of professionality in mind, otherwise it causes problems. So again, I hope you did your due diligence, and I hope it works out for you. Why are you a doctor? What's happening? Well, Pig with Bacon Tie, welcome to Site 42 of the SCP Foundation. I am Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director of Site 42, and you have caught my office hours stream. I am here to answer your questions about the SCP Foundation universe, whether it is about the anomalies we contain, the cast of colorful characters who are securing, containing, and protecting those anomalies. Maybe you want to hear about hypothetical containment procedures for an anomaly that is not in the SCP universe. Maybe you want to hear about the various groups of interest that we are rivals with. Either way, I am your SCP Foundation Education Minister for the day. Hey, Dr. Sherman, been a fan a long time. Happy Pride Month. You've always been a comfort. Jeff the Kills You, I'm glad to hear it. I'm happy to provide a safe space for that. And I'm glad you're doing well as well. Dr. Sherman, who would win? 100 gorillas or one SCP-096? If gorillas activate 096, then 096 sweeps. But there is the possibility that 096 doesn't care that a gorilla saw its face. And if that's the case, then the gorillas will win because 096 isn't going to attack them. And I can't get a solid hypothesis on the database if animals are affected by 096. been a point of contention for me. The same with 173. It's varying universal canons and stories. So SCP-096 Animals. It seems like people are of a agreement that 096 will trigger with animals. So, that being the case, you're going to, we're going to have to give it to 096 then. The gorillas will not stand a chance. Caracal, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a pastrami on rye on your way past the commissary. I can't take any more layers off without police getting involved. Any recommendations for cooling off? P.S. Kane would say hi, but peanut butter jar. Well, hello, Dr. Crow. And meanwhile, proper cooling in a heat wave when you can't access any more air conditioning is, I believe, as many layers as you can remove, and hydrating and sitting in front of a fan. That is what I have heard is the best way to pull that off. Dr. Pepper Dragon, thank you for donating again. Who would win, 100 gorillas versus a slightly annoyed Clef? Oh, I wasn't thinking about it. Clef sweeps that, obviously. Clef is insane. Or, as the desk, who is our foremost expert on Clef lore, Clef would unite the gorilla army and create an incursion to save all gorillas from zoos under the banner of Harambe. That does sound very Clef-like, to be accurate. Someone asked for a time check a minute ago. Just a heads up, we are at the 1 hour and 20 minute, or no, we are at the 120 minute mark, which means 2 hours. So we are 2 hours into a 3-hour stream. We have 1 hour remaining. It's my friend's birthday today. Can you tell Simon happy birthday? Well, Simon, I hope you have a happy birthday here from the SCP Foundation. I don't know if Dr. Sherman will see this, but do you got the glasses to see me yet? Oh, are these... Is it specific glasses to see you? Is that a lens thing you're talking about, I guess? I've not been given any glasses of anomalous use recently. Any progress on that tree, Dr. Sherman? Intern Buckytex. I am waiting on approval for 2 tests that I think will have great promise. At first, I just want to expose it to SCP-729-J. Because if that thing can kill SCP-682, it has to be able to make that tree scream. It has to be able to make that tree scream. Or, barring that doesn't work, I have asked for permission to inject the tree with clown milk to see if that gets the tree to scream. The problem is we have not gotten approval for either test yet, but I just know they're gonna be good ones. I have a good feeling about these. The RTC fan apparently is not familiar with clown milk. As a quick primer, For those who are unaware, the Herman Fuller's Circus of the Disquieting is a group of interest in the SCP universe. It is, as it sounds like, an anomalous circus that travels around being anomalous circus-y like. And one of their acts is clowns, but they are not human clowns in paint and doing funny things. Clowns in the Herman Fuller's Circus are Cthulhu-like entities that wear human/clown skin suits. And if they are not properly milked in a timely manner, they explode. So you have to milk the clowns. You have to get clown milk, and clown milk is a viscous black fluid which has the effects of overdosing on heroin. You drink it, you immediately feel euphoric to all high heaven and hell, and then you have a heart attack and die. So you should not drink the clown milk. These were my ideas, Dr. Sherman. Oh, Junior Researcher HLD, did you suggest those too? I didn't remember where they came from. It must have been the amnestics from the other day. But yes, I think they are good ideas, so I'm working on getting them approved. Maybe I should draw Dr. Sherman in the cat-made waifu dimension next time? Hey, Cinnyris, they're already giving me enough ish. They're already giving me enough shit around here because of my internship in the Catboy dimension. And that was just one internship, okay? I just had to go there for one semester. So, we don't need to give them more ammo on... I've been pushing 049 into the cat-made waifu dimension. I haven't even gone to the cat-made waifu dimension. You're making fan fiction there, Rich. Oh my god, the SCP community is a fan fiction community. But, anyways... Draw Dr. Sherman standing in a barrel of clown milk. Desk, what the fuck? Let's see. Crew and Crash the Bash. Welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Hello again, Dr. Sherman. It's been around 2 hours and the stream is still going. That's good. Luckily, the hospital only needed me to discuss reports. Oh, well, excellent, excellent. Yes, you caught us at the 2-hour mark and we have 1 hour left to go, so welcome back. Aslan Wydock, I will answer this question for you. So controversial maybe, but after the Bright incident, is he replaced in canon or are the articles pertaining him just gone? He was involved in a few of my favorites. So as far as I can see the way gone down, and if you're not familiar with what this person is asking about, you can look at the video on this channel called The Last Death of Dr. Jack Bright. It is a quick explanation of why we don't talk about Dr. Bright on this channel, as well as links to deeper dives into the situation if you want to look at those. But long story short, too late, the author/creator of Dr. Bright was banned for the wiki, and since the Dr. Bright character is their insert, and the things that are related both to the character and the author are very intrinsically linked, most of the SCP community has agreed to just not use the Dr. Bright character anymore. So what you end up with is, on the wiki, most of the articles that used to have Dr. Bright are now replaced with a different immortal prankster SCP called Dr. Elias Shaw. So when you hear the name Dr. Elias Shaw, that is the Bright replacement du jour. Has a different gimmick. Instead of amulet for possession, it's when Shaw dies, his soul jumps to the nearest body. And so it's not quite the same, but it's the same enough that it can be used as a replacement character. Meanwhile, I do know that 963 specifically hasn't been changed, and I don't know if that's because they're not changing the articles that the Dr. Bright author wrote. I believe that's the case. That's usually the policy of the wiki. So that's the situation there. And so a lot of articles have been changed, some haven't. And at least here at Site 42, we just do not talk about the guy because, frankly, that's a lot. What's this song? It's sick. Intern Bucky text, we are listening to Fearless First on the Purple Galaxy album by Kevin MacLeod on Spotify. Fearless First, Purple Galaxy, Kevin MacLeod. Okay, I know I said I was going to forego sleep and stay to the end of the stream, but I'm getting very eepy. Good night, Dr. Shermrock Shake. Shermrock Shake. Good night, Sir Pidgeoth. I understand sleep is important. I always suggest getting a full night's sleep, so do what you gotta do. How are the Catboys, Dr. Sherm? The Catboys are fine. They're a very chill species. It was a pretty good time hanging out over there. I wouldn't want to live there, but an internship there, it was fine. Tyler Shorts, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Do-do, do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do, do-do, do-do-do-do. Wait, they have spies in the sites. What are they, the Little Misters? Actually, them making a Little Misters series based of different groups of interest wouldn't be a bad idea for them. So, first and foremost, yes, as I said, everyone's spying on everyone in the SCP universe. You just gotta expect for that. You look out for them. We're not allowing them. Although we do allow some spies, because then you at least know who you're dealing with, and that makes it a bit easier. But long story short, yes, it's the Cold War all over the place when it comes to the Foundation and the groups of interest we are rivals with. SCP-8869, codename Maria, thank you for donating again. Added clown milk to your drink. You're welcome. Let's just pour that out. Get a refill. It's not the first time someone tried to assassinate me today. Certainly won't be the last. Dr. Pepper Dragon, thank you for donating again. There's always the Bara Butler dimension. Oh boy. Yep, that's certainly a place people could end up. I can't get Mr. Deeds to tell me anything about it, but 662 will crack one of those times. Sheeny, thank you for donating again. All else fails, I can get some liquid paint from the back rooms to use on the tree. Anything is worth a try at this point. See, one of our spies in the back rooms. Right here. We have spies everywhere. And, hey, yeah, let's add it to the list. I wrote an SCP tale that I posted on a Roblox library. My first ever published tale that I'm actually kind of proud of. Congratulations, Dr. Kami. Love to hear people out there writing. Good stuff. I hope the people on that wiki enjoy your work. I'm not sure the standards and practices of the Roblox library, but hopefully it's a good time. Please pet SCP-999. Well. All right. Hang out with Dr. Chair for a minute. I'll be right back. All right. Did you discuss any interesting anomalous theories while I was gone? Did Dr. Chair give you any insights into the world of the Foundation that I might not be privy to? All right. Drum roll, please. And the boy. So, you may say hello to SCP-999. And, as was asked, here is the pets. The pets of the boy. Happy little goo ball. And very, very squishable. Good squishy boy. Very healthy. Eating plenty of candy. When you keep your SCP-999 well fed, this is the kind of glorious sheen that you can expect. Shiny in the light. That's how you know it's healthy. All right. Now I'm going to allow the boy to rest. Yep, just take the boy back to the cell. SCP-8869, codename Maria, thank you for donating again. Don't worry, I drink clown milk all the time. I'm sure I have an immunity to this stuff by now. That's frightening. But you are an anomaly, and anomalies react unpredictably to these kind of things. Not like me, a totally normal human, who can therefore not drink clown milk, because as a normal human, I know exactly what would happen to me. I would perish. It would be very bad for me. Caracal, thank you for donating again. Are We Cool Yet has a lot of really good art. Just wish I could share my favorites without people committing the big oof. Yes, even the head of Are We Cool Yet has complained that the members of the group, many of them are idiots, who keep making art with a point that ends up killing the person who saw it. Therefore, they don't get the point because they're dead. So, yeah. What do you think of SCP-447-2? Well, Raccoon Dog, thank you for your first donation of today's stream. Go get yourself some trusty trash on your way past the commissary. And let me look at 447-2. So SCP-447 is... You said 447, right? Yeah, so we're talking about the wonderful green sphere of slime. Except when it comes in contact with dead bodies. So, very simply, I think that it is a very nice and useful anomaly. As long as it's not put in contact with dead bodies. I mean, let's look at here. So we put a test tube of SCP-035's corrosive acid in a beaker with SCP-447-2, the green slime. Upon contact, the two substances reacted, causing visible cracks to form on the beaker. After 30 seconds, a light green flame ignited on the surface of the liquid, accompanied by a distinct burnt, minty scent and the formation of a black salt precipitate. A subsequent analysis revealed the resulting solution had a neutral pH value and exhibited properties similar to to Y909, which, if you don't know, is the stuff from SCP-3000 that we used to make amnestics. Although Dr. Clef denotes that the substance isn't as effective as Y909, so further testing in that vein has been denied. So yes, it is a very useful slime, as long as you don't introduce it to dead bodies. And that's the one problem, is the odds of it encountering a dead body, we have to make sure that's 0, because you do not let SCP-447-2 or -1 encounter and come in contact with dead bodies. Guy Amazing, you love the channel? I'm glad to hear it. Thank you for enjoying our work. Welcome to the stream. Home of Redacted, thank you for donating again. If I were an SCP, how would I be contained? Note, I'm a planet and appear in random systems just to feed off their star and claim planets for my moons. So, we have anomalous planets and stars and things like that. That's a pretty big ask to contain. There's some universes where we might have built a Dyson sphere or two and use that to contain an anomalous star or something. But usually our tech is not quite that intense. So if anything, that sounds like an end of the world scenario. And the main goal would be to distract you by pointing out other planets to eat, that way you don't eat ours. Meaning, in theory, the SCP Foundation has to become the Silver Surfer. Intern Katie, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Go get yourself some gyoza on your way past the commissary. If you're allergic to cats, what about Catboys? Well, yes, there was a period where I had to, in fact, take a buttload of Claritin. But, you know, through exposure to the Catboys, I was eventually got to the point where I did not need the allergy meds anymore. Now, I still could not, for all of you weirdos and shippers out there, I could not touch the other Catboys and then touch my eyes. It would get itchy. So no one was doing any touching, I want you to know. It was just an internship. I was just working there. Warning you all. I have a theory to make the tree scream. Make it step on a Lego. It is a tree. It does not walk. Therefore, it cannot step. Now we could do a hydraulic press situation and push the tree down onto the Lego, or push the Lego into the tree. But we did brand it with a burning hot brand, so I don't think a Lego is going to be as effective. Plus, thank you, Edward. With what feet is it to step? Thank you. Wait, people are shipping you with Catboys. They weren't yet, but I was cutting them off at the pass. I know you staff members. I know what you're going to do if I don't cut you off at the pass. Dr. Sherman, please tell me how you like my drawing of 999 in your office. I made the drawing during this stream. All right, where do I find said drawing? Ah, there we go. Captain Vorheen. Let us take a look at the 999. I like the translucency on the 999. That is a very cool effect you got there. That's a good work you did there. On top of which, I mean, it's basically in real life, isn't it? Except R999 in this universe isn't quite as translucent. But you really got the facial features correct, which, it's strange, most SCP-999s do not have facial features, but ours does. The one we have does, don't ya? And I pull the chat back up. Dihydrogen monoxide, thank you for, I think, your first donation of the day, actually? Grab yourself some crab cakes on your way past the commissary. If someone puts a cup of liquid 7-2... Oh my god. 729-J on my desk again. They're getting 1025 on their desk open to the page rabies. My screams recontained 106 upon seeing that thing in liquid form. Sounds about right. How did they even get that? The last time someone tried to put that thing in the entry point of the coffee machine, 294, its display just showed a bunch of middle fingers, and then it didn't work for a day. Codename Maria, thank you for donating again. Decide to snack on a few humans. How fast would one be contained? Maria! That kills people! Now you do have to go into a box. You have broken the behavioral protocols of being allowed to walk around freely. So now you're going on lockdown. Now I have to go find the families and message them condolences. You really put a lot of work on my desk today. Dr. Pepper Dragon, thank you for donating again. Trees technically drink. I still say try 209. Reminding myself about 209. Yes, the sadist's Tumblr. Doo-doo. I feel like this is a lot. And I'm worried about how the tree would react to something like this. I'll consider it. Intern Mason, huge fan, dude, you say. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you appreciate our work here at Site 42. I'm starting to write a book, and I need to create a foundation similar to the SCP Foundation to contain anomalous demonic things. Do you have any advice to create one? I mean, I didn't create the foundation, so I'm not the expert on the notes there. But I mean, there's a lot of foundation likes. The Warehouse 13 crew has their branch of the US government that's the foundation. Control basically took the foundation, and turned it into the Federal Bureau of Control. So the only tip I really have is look at the difference between the foundation and those organizations, and then take and choose the things you want your organization to have. Like, do you want it to have a lot of resources, or do you want it to be kind of a fly-by-night organization? Do you want them to be part of the government or part of a private organization? That's all. You just gotta like make an outline and decide which parts you're gonna take and use. Dr. Pepper Dragon, thank you for donating again. We've done worse here and we all know it. Oh yeah, we've done worse in a lot of ways. But it all depends on how it's gonna work out. Codename Maria, thank you for donating again. What's your thoughts on SCP dating sim? So, I think Doki Doki Anomaly, now available on Steam, is a fine game and a decent distraction for staff members who want to fraternize with the Anomalies. Instead, they can put their affections onto this game. And yes, Desk, Doki Doki Anomaly does have Dr. Sherman as a main character. Although not for dating. Not for dating. Just, I'm there to help you out. Haley, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself an iced coffee on your way past the commissary. Really like the 3312 concept within the furry fandom. It's quite interesting. Hey, researcher, where'd your message go? Voidell, congratulations on getting your gay homework done early. Way to go. And yeah, I'll talk about it more tomorrow. It's tomorrow's gay homework. It's not today's gay homework. I gotta patience. That was a calling to the long boy, the fish that just goes on forever, when I did the crossing there. Home of Redacted, thank you for donating again. Forgot my one weakness, SCP-999. Too adorable to claim. So what you're saying is that you will not eat our planet, right? You will not eat our planet. The planet you will not eat. That's what you're saying. Is you can't eat the planet because we're here. And we got this. Sounds good. For those of you who are somehow unfamiliar, that is SCP-999, a anomaly that is a living slime with the intelligence of a small dog. And contact with SCP-999 gives you a slight tickle and euphoria, which can be used over time to treat things such as PTSD. It eats candy as its diet. Caracal, thank you for donating again. That standard snail follows someone in mortality. Would we contain the snail or the person the snail is tracking? Okay, so we're in a scenario where we have the immortal person and the snail that is forever chasing the immortal person. I mean, my move in containment is to lock them both in separate boxes. That's easy peasy. We put one in one facility, we put one in another facility, and we never the two shall meet. Easy peasy. Whoa, whoa. Codename Maria, hold on a second. It would tickle all the way through. Just sounds really uncomfortable to me. Thank you for donating again, but I'd avoid that. I still have a backlog of 3 previous gay homeworks I haven't read yet because my summer class takes up so much time. Well, good thing to devote your time to the real homework first and the gay homework second. That's fine. I got PTSD. May I reserve some snuggle time with SCP-999? Well, Agent Castle, thank you for being a member. And yes, I do believe that we can slot you in some 999 time. Just submit your request to medical and we'll get it through documentation. What's good, Site 42? Well, Flanker, lots of things are good today. We're having a good day here at Site 42. What's good on your end? Time check. We are 30 minutes left on the clock, people. 30 minutes left on the clock. Two questions. Does SCP-999 have a gender? Well, it's an it. It's an anomaly in the first place. But secondarily, it's a slime. And I don't know that slime have primary or secondary sexual characteristics. So I would say no. I would say no. And could Miss Sweetie and SCP-999 be friends because she produces Miss Sweetie is an it as well. Please practice proper pronoun parlance protocols at the Foundation. Anomalies, we don't humanize anomalies. They are its. I'm going to need them number because I'm not finding anything. Oh, that's someone else's question. I moved the mouse. Because it produces candy and 999 eats it. So, Miss Sweetie and SCP-999, besties. Well, I don't see anyone that has ever run a test of the two of them together. Interesting. Amber, I very specifically called 999 boy with an I, not boy with a Y. The same way we call SCP-5320 Long Boy. But that is not boy as in a gendered term. That is long boy or slime boy. These are not, you're playing with technicalities, and I will win a game of technicalities. Don't you forget it. All right, so this is the... I'm trying to find out exactly... Any male individual with a video expression to leave and reorient the position as far from as possible. Male individuals can undergo symptoms like a diabetic coma. So yes, I do not believe 999 is going to have that problem with Miss Sweetie based on current things. But due to our hesitancy to test anomalies on each other due to unpredictable factors and are wanting to make sure 999 survives in case of any, future battles with the Scarlet King that may or may not come up, I don't think we'll be testing that anytime soon. Okay, catching up. Orange Cloud, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some tang on your way past the commissary. I think I saw a peanut with full articulation and clothes. A shorter shy guy with a mask and clothes. Both being led by a plague doctor holding a glowing stone. All walking into a, quote, special club. Help. Are you sure you just didn't see 3 people with various costume pieces? Because altogether that would cause some problems. And if they're walking casually into a club, it does not sound like they are the anomalies you think they are. I'm just putting this out there. Caracal, thank you for donating again. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Going to do homework in between breaks. Working in a factory stinks in summer. P.S. Love the saying, peanut butter. All right, well, do your best with your homework and your work. Take care of yourself in the heat for sure. And, yeah, you enjoy that peanut butter. Dr. Sherman, I tried to rizz up an SCP, and they teleported me to a different universe that has 5.6 billion SCPs. What do I do? Help me. Maybe you shouldn't have tried to fraternize with an anomaly. You're getting what you deserve. Incredibly cringe, but also proud, as well as retro. The reason we don't talk about Dr. Bright on this channel can be found in a video on this channel called The Last Death of Dr. Jack Bright. Long story short, the author who made that author avatar was super toxic, and everyone is memory holding the character because of it. Orange Cloud, thank you for donating again. The Shy Guy had white skin and was nervous. The Peanut had the same face as Peanut. And as when known, the Plague Doctor loves a very particular stone. It's starting to sound to me that there is a sort of cosplay party of people cosplaying the Anomalies. Which, you know, it wouldn't be the first time. Would not be the first time. So, are you sure it just wasn't a cosplay party at one of the on-site clubs? Codename Maria, thank you for donating again. Dr. Plimp has freed me from containment. Now I'm loose in the facility, causing chaos. I will bring the entirety of security down on you in a heartbeat if you do not get back in that box. Chaos Goblin Dogs, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some chaos kibble on your way past the commissary. Jazzy Boy. Jazzy Boy. What am I doing in this dunk tank of clown milk? Jazzy Boy. What am I doing in this dunk tank of clown milk? Nice in progress. Chaos Dog Goblins. I'm not a dog. Then why dog-shaped? Why dog name? I apologize for the miscommunication, but I think you can understand why I was a bit confused is all. Desk, what do you mean maybe Sherm was the clown milk Jesus we made along the way? Magical girl Dr. Sherman transformation, but gets turned to a clown because of clown milk. Silly boy, stop what you are manifesting. Oh, it is your dog. Well, it is a very good dog, that's for sure. Orange Cloud, thank you for donating again. I'm off site and I heard a loud non-human scream. And a really long white arm with a red hand just shut out the door, tried to cling to something, but got pulled in. Okay, maybe we need to get security to that club then. Intern Tony. Dr. Sherman, do you think SCP-682 will ever be effectively terminated or subdued? If so, by what method would you want it to be? Well, we have seen SCP-682 defeated in 3 ways that I know of in other universes. SCP-682 was defeated in that universe where everything died. The Everything Dead universe. 682 died there. Then I saw one tale where the hateful star nuked 682, and that was enough to destroy it. And then there was the time that SCP 729-J destroyed 682. But 729-J's document does not say how that occurred, so I don't know how it did that. Anomalous, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. And time check for everyone. We are 15 minutes from the end of stream. 15 minutes from the end of stream. Okay, feed is live. Now to figure out if this is official SCP video conference or if it is a false positive. I just typed that into the chat. I better prepare the bodies in the water. The Foundation's watching. Security forces are always en route. You find us, it's because we found you. We'll see you soon. Sussy Boy, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself an after dinner mint on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, I tried rizzing up the 5.6 billion SCPs in that universe, and they all rejected me, and then teleported me back to my universe. You just don't learn, do you? And now that you're back, you're going to have to face some prosecution for the crimes of trying to fraternize with the anomalies here, so you're in a no-win scenario. Can I please draw Magical Clown Dr. Sherman? I mean, it would probably be very funny, so I approve of this. No means no, even for SCPs. Damn right, Desk. Especially when things are not supposed to be fraternized with, so no is the default answer. Hey, Site19, good to see you in the chat. Have you seen SCP-001-J? Pulling it up by documentation. It's been a while since I looked at it. Yes, I am quite familiar with the big red button. I am quite familiar with the big red button, yes. And reminder, we're not pressing the big red button. How do I send fan art? I don't have the money for postage right now to send to the P.O. box. Well, spookily, if it's a physical copy, then that's the only way. But I guess you could take a picture of it and upload it to a Discord or social media of choice. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Hugs, Dr. Sherman. I don't see anybody. Must be a Dr. Sherman in another universe. Codename Maria, thank you for donating again. I'm outside your office. Be prepared to be pied. Security dispatch. Dr. Sherman's office. Full sweep. Audio lab as well. right, back to the chat. The Unstable Broadcast, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being a member. Nah, it's fine. I made a deal with the Scarlet King to defend me for my crimes of trying to rizz up SCPs. He's my lawyer. First of all, anomalies are its, not he's. So get on our level here. Secondarily, Oswald is a terrible lawyer. You should have seen it argue with the Death Brothers. It was funny, to say the least. Dr. Sherman, can I draw a female version of you? I feel like it would be odd but cute, and I'm bored, can I? Go nuts. It would not shock me to find out that there are some femme Dr. Shermans in certain multiversal places. I would not be surprised by this. So, if that is your wish, make good art. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Gave you a sneaky hug. How? Where? When? I don't comprehend. 999, did you see anything? No, 999 didn't see anything. Final question before I log off. What's your opinion on Hatsune Miku? Oh, I think Hatsune Miku has a cute design. I like the all Hatsune Mikus are canon. It's very similar to the SCP Foundation. There is no canon, everything is canonicity. And so I think it's fun when there's open source art in the world. The drawing will be done tomorrow because it's late and I'm very tired, but it will get done. Silly boy, remember, there's no hurry. Good art takes time. We're not rushing it. I have a theory. What if you burn the tree's eye? Well, we did stab it with a red-hot branding iron, but not specifically in its eye, so maybe that could be a part of it. Dr. Sherman, do you mind explaining the mile-long underground tunnel leading from Site 42 to Site Data Expunged? I think you can see how much I would mind, yes. Obviously. Then nothing is going to hold me back anymore from pressing it. I will throw you in a cell so fast, Forheen. I will throw you in a cell so fast. We do not press the big red button. SCP-001-J should not be pressed, will not be pressed. Kyla, thank you for donating again, because they got one too. Did you get hugged? Are you lying to me? You're a slime. You don't use words. How is this even possible? This is a very succinct conversation. Researcher Voidell, the time check is literally 5 minutes left on stream. 5 minutes left until we hit our stream. Codename Maria, thank you for donating again. Left you the pie at your door. Hope you like lemon. Don't worry, it's safe to eat. I stole it from the cafeteria. Okay, well, I do like lemon. That is fair. Dr. Sherman, if you see this, I'd like to know if the Octonauts and Octo Agents technically be counted as SCPs or not. Out of character, I'm watching the 2 shows for nostalgia. Well, I have never heard of those, but just for the fact that they are anomalous and off the SCP Wiki, that means they are anomalous but not SCPs. You have to be on the SCP Wiki to be technically an SCP. Meanwhile, it's looks like talking animals, so that's clearly anomalous, at least in our universe. I mean, perhaps in their universe they are not anomalous, but for us that's pretty anomalous. The show's subject matter has been compared to that of Star Trek and Thunderbirds, blended with Jacques Cousteau. Okay, are they anomalous? Or are they just talking animals? How anomalous are they? Either way, talking animals are by default anomalous in my universe, so that's what I'm going with. Dr. Pepper Dragon, thank you for donating again. Saw a dog in a lab coat walk by. Are pets allowed? If it was Dr. Kane Pathos Crow, then he works here, don't worry about it. But if it was another dog in a lab coat, then yeah, you should catch that. Oh, that reminds me, I made some banana bread. Would you like some, Dr. Sherman? Okay, junior researcher HLG, banana bread is also bomb, so you got good taste. I would love to donate, but either I donate here, show support to my favorite SCP YouTuber, or do not have enough money to buy a new SCP game coming out on Steam. Well, here's the deal. We're at the end of stream anyways. I'm about to do my outro, but I will do this part early. Even if you cannot directly donate to Site42, if you're here doing the YouTube business, if you're liking and watching and subscribing and all that YouTube business, then you are already supporting Site42 sufficiently. You are a member of Mobile Task Force Psi-42, codename the Signal Boosters. And with our mission to amplify the signal of any SCP game, film, art, SCP event on the Wiki, that is our job, to support the SCP community however we can. And so if you're here with me signal boosting, you're already a member of the team. On that note, Kyla, thank you for donating again. Gives both hugs and runs. I really don't understand what's going on with that. I mean, I feel like I would feel hugs or something. This is very confusing. Meanwhile, there's an event going on the SCP Wiki. It has just started. And I've got to let you know about it before we go, before the stream ends. SCP database, going to the main page. May I introduce to you, it's not on the main page. You bastards. Okay, I guess I've got to go to Twitter. Absolutely nothing wrong happens over there. But, where are you, SCP Wiki? There's the front page. There is a new contest on the SCP database. There's a new contest starting up. It is Classic Con. Classic Con. Classic Con is the next SCP writing contest. And what are we doing here? Well, I can't see because my dark mode is making it very hard to read. Long story short, it is a contest for writing SCPs back as they were in Series 1. No crazy CSS, no crazy format screws, 1,000 words or yet less. It is early SCP incarnate. SCPs only, 1,000 word maximum. Not counting source code or out-of-universe elements. Word count will be determined by using a word counter. No modules or CSS outside of the rating module, the wiki walk, the license boxes, the page preview component, the info module, and the standard image block. Generally, anything that provides out-of-universe utility and doesn't alter the appearance of the page is permitted. Common formatting elements like block quotes, tables, and collapsibles are allowed. Authors can use up to 3 images in the article without question. Articles that have more than that must have contest coordinators asked first. No audio or visual elements, video elements. No HTML blocks. You may use the classic theme and you can still use the Pride logo if you want to do that. No format screws, up to the interpretation of the contest organizers. And the theme is horror. So, it is a short, simple horror contest on the SCP Wiki. Classic Con is starting. Writing begins on June 22nd. Posting date begins on July 6th. Posting date ends on July 13th. And voting date ends on July 20th. So in the next month, we're going to be seeing a whole bunch of new SCPs. This is going to be a good one, folks. And so keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it too. Maria, thank you for donating again. I'll behave for banana bread. Good to know. Now that I did not forget to tell you guys about Classic Con, I also make sure that you guys do your gay homework, SCP-3312 today. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Bye, Dr. Sherman, leaves cookies. Well, fare thee well. So we're at the 3-hour mark, and that means we are at the end of today's stream. So, at the end of every stream, I tell you guys my favorite SCPs. I would never tell you that my favorite SCPs are the ones I wrote, though. That is cheating, because obviously I love my SCPs. I wrote them. But if you want to read the SCPs I wrote, you can go to the Sherm's author page in Site 42 Hub on the SCP Wiki. There you can see the SCPs I wrote and or contributed to in other ways. You can also find some direct donation links. You can become a Site 42 patron. You can become a YouTube channel member. You can do a one-time donation on Ko-Fi. We have a Cameo if you want to commission a video for a friend's birthday or something. We have all sorts of options for you to directly donate to Site 42 and help us with our cause of boosting the SCP community's profile. And remember, if you can't directly donate, you can by hanging out with us, watch time, likes, subscribing, all that YouTube business, sharing us around. You are a member of Mobile Task Force Sci 42, codename the Signal Boosters, and we appreciate your efforts in helping us broadcast the SCP community to greater and greater audiences. Someone tells me that the likes are more than twice the view count. Congratulations, everyone. And hey, if you hit the like button right now, you might be able to get it up to even 3 times more than the view count. So let's see if we can get that during the closing monologue even. So, without further ado, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, and, with a big content warning, SCP-8980. That one's a hugely rough read. Be careful with that one. One more time through speed round. 3999-3043-008-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5320, 5175, and 8980. Content warning on the last one. Don't forget to do your gay homework, which is SCP-3312. And with that, I have been Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director of Site 42, here to educate you all about the SCP universe. I hope you guys have had fun. I hope you learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next video or stream. Hey there, I know it's hard to feel like I don't care at all where you are and how you feel with these lights off as these wheels keep rolling on and on and on and on and on. Slow things down or speed them up. Not enough or way too much. How are you when I'm gone? And I can't make it on my own. I can't make it on my own. 'Cause my heart is in Ohio. So cut my wrists and black my eyes. Cut my wrists and black my eyes. So I don't fall asleep tonight or die. Because you kill me. You know you do, you kill me well. You make it too, and I can tell. You never stop until my final breath is gone. I'll have to be careful with the emo songs in the future.